Hello everybody! I'm starting this vlog today at my brother's place. They are away for the evening and they asked me if I could watch their dog, which is sleeping next to me. I've shown her in the previous vlog. She was running around like crazy in the garden. Super cute. Um, I'll try to show her. I think she's a bit tired. We sat in the garden a while ago and I think she's a bit tired from that. The intro today, I will mention what you will see in the next clips. I got asked as a reaction on my previous video if I could explain how I mount my butterflies and how I prepare them and just what the whole process is like. So I filmed it all. I will show you which tools I use, what I do with the butterfly, how I prepare them, how I mount them. It's a pretty long set of clips, so if you are not interested in that, I advise you to just skip to the next part of the video. Something I would also like to mention before you start watching, it's a question I got asked a lot about mounting butterflies and preparing them. I think the most frequently asked question is if I kill the butterflies or if I catch them myself. The answer to that is no. I'm a huge animal lover and I would never kill an animal to prepare it and have it as like an accessory in my home. I would never ever do that. So I just want you to know that before you start watching. The butterflies I use come from a store and they get them from a butterfly farm. We also went on a walk with my neighbor. She got a puppy, so it's kind of a dog video, which I don't mind. I like dogs so much. They make me so happy, so I don't mind. I hope you don't either. And I also went on a trip to the fields and I brought my camera with me and I wanted to take you with me. I wanted to show what my process is like of taking pictures, but actually the trip I did to the fields didn't last very long because I couldn't find enough places nearby to take pictures. So you'll only see one spot and then the result of the pictures, how I edited them. And yeah, I think that will be most of my vlog. Just some basic relaxing stuff. I really enjoy those vlogs where people just sit in their car and like talk for 40 minutes about their lives and drive to McDonald's and just have a chat in their car or get some tea or coffee and sip on that and just chat away, which I would like to do as well, but I don't really know if people are even interested in what I'm doing. So yeah, I really hope you will enjoy the whole vlog, and if you have anything you would like to see in the future, I would really love to know. If you have any questions, I would like to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions about anything, it can be my personal life, it can be photography related, it can be my Etsy about my Etsy shop. Hello. It can be anything really. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or send me a message on Instagram. And yeah, sit down, take something to drink and enjoy my vlog. Good morning everybody, it's currently Sunday. I'm about to head off for a walk with my neighbor. They got a small puppy a couple of months ago, I think now. I haven't seen it yet, and my dog hasn't either, so we're going on a walk with the both of our dogs. I'm very excited to see the little puppy, and I'm also very curious to see how my own dog will react because, well, maybe I should mention first, she's a Chihuahua, and she barks at the biggest dogs, like she pretends to be a big dog herself, which can sometimes be a bit, I can feel ashamed in public sometimes because she makes so much noise. But I hope it will go well, and yeah, I will show some clips of the walk and the little puppy so I can make you happy with cute dog stuff as well. And enjoy!
When the sun lights up your face, don't give me time, don't give me space. Just give me something that I can taste, like you right by my side, like you right by my side. Oh, all my time these days, just to put a smile on your face, just to make those bad dreams fade.
I'm quickly gonna explain which tools I use to prepare and mount my butterfly, starting with number 1, which is the butterfly itself. I picked a pretty big one today because it will be more obvious for you to see what I am doing. And number 2 and 3 are the pins you will need to use to pin down the butterfly and mount it. Number 2 you might actually already have at home. It's used for sewing. Number 3 are insect pins, and those you will have to order. You will use those to actually pin in the butterfly itself, while the needles of number 2 you will put in the special paper you will need, which is number 5. Number 4 is a tool that makes it more easy to grab and hold your butterfly, especially if you start with a small one. I think you might like using this one. And number 6 is your syringe and a pack of needles, of fresh and clean needles. You will see in the next clips how I use those. And then we have number 7, which is the body you will pin the butterfly into. It's made out of some kind of foam, I think, but you have different kind of materials and different sizes depending on the butterfly you are going to mount. So the first thing we're going to do is fill up our syringe with some water. So it's just tap water. It doesn't need to be anything special. Always make sure you have some paper towel with you. So when you've fill your needle up with water, you take your little buddy. You can use the items I've shown you, but sometimes it's just easier to take them with your hands. Now you will have to put the needle into its thorax. I've been struggling a lot with finding the thorax. Like, to me it's a bit unclear. I think it's in the middle between the legs, but again, if you want any official advice, you shouldn't watch me. So you put it in. It's okay if there comes some water out of it. That's just normal. So you can see some water is coming out. It's okay. These are just preparation steps before you actually start mounting the butterfly. Then you'll need a little plastic container and some paper towel. You put it in there and you slightly dampen the paper towel. it doesn't have to be soaking wet. And when you've done this, you take your little butterfly and you just put it in there. And I always just close it so that it gets a bit wet on top as well. And it needs to go into the fridge. Sometimes I let it sit for a day in the fridge, sometimes just a few hours. It depends on the size of your butterfly. I do advise you to check on the butterfly sometimes because of you put some water on it and into the body, it's easily for the insect to create mold in the fridge, which you do want to avoid. And then it starts to smell funny and looks a bit weird, so you want to avoid it and check on your butterfly regularly. And yeah, then when you've done that, it's time to actually prepare them. So how I like to see if the butterfly is ready to be spread on the board and pinned is by just pushing the wings aside, the upper wings, and if they open pretty easily, it means that the muscles have softened up a bit, so it's ready to be spread and pinned on the board. So that's what we're going to do right now. First of all, you will need an insect pin. The very thin ones I have shown you, if it wants to focus. So the very thin ones I've shown you, you will need to push the pin right through the thorax of the butterfly. And when you push it through, the needle should come out again right between the legs. And then you can put your butterfly on the spreading board. When you have done that, you will need the special kind of paper and cut a piece from it. Just like that. Again, the way I'm showing things isn't the best way. I'm still learning, I'm still looking what way is the best to pin them down, because it isn't very easy. You have to be very careful. I've lost some legs before. So we're just pinning this one down, the left side, so that we can work on the right side. So this one isn't going to stay the way it is at the moment. Then, as you can see, the body is wanting to move, so we need to pin it down as well, so it will stop moving when we're trying to push down wings. So you can just put 2 of the small insect pins besides the abdomen and the body to keep it from moving. Also, don't worry if like the first try isn't your best. It's a learning process, and give yourself some time to get used on how to use all the tools. I'm still doing that. So now we're going to pin down the right side. So again, the thin insect pins you use to actually put through the body, and then the bigger pins you will use to just place the paper down into the board, so you won't put it into the wing but just right beside it. Then I like to use this tool to push down the wing. It will try to move a bit. Then you will grab one of the bigger pins and again put it right beside the wing. It's just to make sure the wing doesn't move when you let the borden butterfly sit for a few days. So just make sure it won't be able to move, but be careful for the actual wing. Alright, then it's time for the next wing. So right side's ready. Now we can take the left side out again and actually place it the right way, the way it's supposed to be. Push this nerve down. It's a very strong one, so it might want to come up a little bit, but that's okay if you push it down. And then what you actually want is to have a straight line between this wing and this wing so that they are pretty evenly.
Hold on, wait, I think I'll be there in a moment. You look like you were already sleeping, dreaming, or dying. Well, I can't tell the difference these days, those days, all of your beginnings.
Now that the wings are pushed down, you will need to spread these two little buddies. So as you can see, the antenna over here are trying to push to the right. They are leaning towards the right, and if you're going to just keep it like this, they will stay like this and it won't be very pretty. So now you will keep some of the very thin needles, the insect needles, and you will try to separate them and put them in the right direction.
They become your endings.
So this is what it looks like right now. Sometimes the body, the last part of the body, can also lean towards a certain side, and you can just pin it down the same way you did the antenna to make sure it looks okay. I'm not gonna pin into the body, but just put some insect needles against it so that it gets some pressure to stay down. So right now it's not going up that much anymore. So yeah, if you're happy with the way it looks, you just leave it like this for a couple of days. Sometimes it can take a week. It really depends on the size of your butterfly, and I would advise you to just go check on it sometimes, but don't take it off too soon. It needs to be fully dried, and you don't want to lose all the work you've done. So I would advise you to just wait and be patient again. And yeah, this is it. I am taking you on a trip to go photograph some stuff. Yesterday I've discovered some fields near my neighborhood, and it looked very nice, and they promised good weather. which has been a very long time. So I decided to go on an adventure and see if I can find some nice spots to take some photos. Right now I parked my car near the cornfields, and I took some things with me, some props, my tripod. So yeah, I hope ooh, lightning is, that's better. So yeah, I hope I will find some nice spots to take some pictures. I don't really have an idea right now of what I wanna capture. Sometimes I just see in a moment itself what I wanna do, or sometimes I try to like show a feeling I've been struggling with, try to capture that and try to show it on the pictures. But right now I just really don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. Maybe I don't even find a good spot. I always struggle to take pictures in busy environments because I don't like people watching, and sometimes they even like stop and ask what I'm doing, which is very uncomfortable. So I really hope I just won't see any people and I can just do my thing. Most of the time I also try to take my pictures as quickly as I can because I'm afraid I will pass some people. So yeah, right now I don't see any people, so I'm gonna leave and maybe I can show you some videos when I'm working on the pictures, but I think at the speed I normally take my pictures, I'm just gonna insert them when I've finished if I like them, and maybe show you some of the environment I will pass, and if it's not a good spot to take pictures, I'm sure it will be a nice walk. So right now my car is just actually parked over here, and this is already something I might wanna use as a place to take some pictures. The sun's coming through as well. I might go over there maybe later into the fields and see if I can do something there, but I'm just gonna set up my camera right here right now and see if I can capture something. So this is the first spot I chose to take some pictures, and some people already passed, so it has been a bit awkward. I'm just gonna try to finish this as quickly as I can, but I like cornfields, so I just wanna try to keep going. I've been walking for some time right now, but don't really I don't really find a good next spot to take some pictures, so I think I'm gonna... Excuse me. So I haven't been able to take a lot of pictures. I think the other places are just they need to be reached by bike. It's too far to walk, so I think I'm gonna head back, but I know this is a very pretty place and I will come back on a sunny day. Sometimes I can find it pretty difficult to go on new adventures or try to discover new places on my own, but I've been really working on that, which is exciting, and I'm very proud that I came here. I know it sounds silly, but even just this like 30-minute walk and taking pictures in a place I don't know is something big for me. So I'm happy I've been doing things that I haven't been doing for quite some time. This year I only took like one roll of film of analog photos, which is like not what I'm supposed to do. I think the previous years I've taken maybe six rolls of film every year. So one roll of film after 8 months is not what I'm used to. I'm heading home right now. I'm almost at my car and I'm gonna lay down for a bit and edit my pictures. And I hope there's something nice in between the pictures, because sometimes you can take like 100 pictures and there's nothing nice in it, which is very annoying. So keep your fingers crossed. I can show you some pretty pictures.
So now God is somewhere waiting on his children, smiling, laughing, delivering your raindrops.